We'll give it a few more minutes before we start that blue cultivator up there. The cultivator is that the blue one for anybody that doesn't remember. In front of us. We're at 100%. He's at 22%. Some of that text color on the blue sky is kind of... But he'll go. He'll start back up in about 10 seconds and be like, alright, I got room in the hopper to fill up. Let's empty this out. And take a look at our money. We have $14,000. And what I'm thinking of... Well, we might be able to squeeze a little bit more out of that before we do anything. Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe there is another tractor that we start off with. So he's doing the seeding. He's just sitting there waiting for us to say, okay, dude, get back. That guy, by the way, in there is now me because I've tabbed that vehicle. Apparently, me and everybody that I hire, I have this issue where I will only hire people that look identical to me. That's cool. It's kind of like an X-Files thing, but they gotta... It's a uniform, apparently. It's a work uniform. You've got to wear the overalls, that awesome shirt, and the cap. And you pretty much have to look exactly like me. No, of course, it's only one model they use, but... If I was out of it, he would be gone, as you can see. Nobody's in there. But I believe there was... So he's still going... Yes, we do. We have this little green tractor called the Kramer Allrad. What a handle. And we're parked like nowhere near where we were. We're actually over in the cow pasture. This is something I'll go into a lot more detail in when we actually get to the point where we are over here. But yeah, you know what, I'm not even gonna get into it. Like your feed, I'll explain everything when we get into that. The point is this: we don't really need this tractor right now. I don't know. Let me see if this green guy is more powerful than our other the little red one that's doing the seeding. I don't think it is. This is the Kramer, 61 horse. It's a lot more powerful. Okay, so you know what? We're going to actually take this trailer and bring it over to where we're doing the seeding, and then sell that little red guy. So yeah, you can see we're down there where that green thing is by the cow head, between field 20 and 15. We own 16. It's green. It's the only field we own. So we're going to bring this over by the seeder, swap out the seeder onto the back of this guy because there's a lot more power. It doesn't make that much of a difference really because he's just seeding, and that seeder is so small. It's not like he's going to seed faster by us using this trailer, but when we end up getting into fertilization or maybe trying to haul a heavier trailer or something like that, it'll make a difference. The 60 horsepower versus the 20 or whatever it was that the red guy's got. So I can drive on this crop, I guess. Later on, all those extra rows of the hay that's been chopped up, we will utilize. We'll get a proper baler. You can get a round baler, a square baler. I like square balers myself. We'll get a proper baler. Hang on, dude. Hang on. Huh, I just slid. We'll get in here. We're going to stop this guy. Kill the map now, I guess. And what am I doing? We'll press Q to drop that. Yeah, just drop it anywhere, dude. Just right there. Yeah, you know, knock into it. Send it. Yeah, okay. That's all right. No, yep. Don't worry about it. Don't even, you know, don't even worry about it. No, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That was my fault, I guess. I don't know. And we're driving on our new... Will you stop? Please. Wow, okay. So that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to switch this guy out. And I'm just going to try to line up and continue on what he was doing. Which is, I don't know, somewhere there. Not going to get too fancy. Man, this field's really on a slope. You see all the tractors slide back? And we're going to cash this guy in. We actually don't even need to get on it, but I just wanted to give it one final goodbye. It's an old tractor, obviously. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool looking. But you know what? We are... Look at the spring on the seat. That is old school. Wow. But we need the money. Let's... Yeah, we need to do a pickup there. let's go back to what we own. And this is a list of everything we own. And let's go down to that red guy. Okay, it's only worth 9 grand, so we're only going to get 4,500. But 4,500 is 4,500 bucks. We click sell, it's magically gone. They take care of that. They come and pick it up. They know that they're... Well, I guess they're not really ripping us off. 5 grand for that tractor, but... Let's get back in the trailer, which I left all the way over here. My want, if I didn't yak so much about what I did there, but I guess it's all relevant information, I wanted to actually get a couple of trailer loads from here out. And I guess I could have kept that trailer and done that, but yeah. In hindsight, I probably should have done that, but we'll work something out. So let's empty this. We might just have to empty this and do a quick run into one of the markets and empty out some of our stuff to bring up our money, because we have 18 grand, which isn't really enough to do very much with. Yeah, we could buy one of the little tractors, but we won't. We're gonna buy a bigger trailer. He's emptied his entire hopper into that. I'm not even gonna wait for him because we need this trailer. We need this tractor. We need this trailer to do a quick run. So we're going to drop this off real quick. Actually, you know what? We're not going to drop it off. We might as well just keep it, and we might as well fill the rest of it with wheat right to the max. So let's take a look at our wheat storage. So we have 25,450 liters. To fill the wheat, for anybody that doesn't know, you just drive under the silo that has whatever grain you want to fill your trailer with. So there's wheat right there. This far, far left one, we'll just drive under it, and it's just going to drop it off, 5,700 liters. And now what we need to do, at least this is how I do it, we're going to check and see who's given what price-wise. So wheat, I'll just look for the biggest number, and I press 9 to tab through the different places. So 605, 548, 605 is the best, and the train station is offering 605. Now, you would think that I'd remember where the train station is. Huh. I know I have a map that says where it is. The train station is either right here or it's right here. Yeah, I should probably check that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take the risk and just think it's over here. No, wait, is that the flour mill? I think the train station is over here. I think the one over there is the flour mill. So later on, like I said, I will set up the Courseplay mod. And if that was all set up and ready to go... Yeah, and it's not, I guess, because we started a new game, so I guess it nukes my courses. But if it was all set up and ready to go, I would just have to click a couple of buttons, and this guy would go off on his own and drive to where we need to go, and he'd let me know when he gets there. And again, I'll get into the Courseplay later on because it's an amazing mod. But we would click a couple buttons. This guy, we'd be able to go and do whatever because we'll be busy. By the time we get into that, we'll have so much equipment to tab through and be working on at one time. It will be like tearing our hair out because there'll be so much to do. But you would click a button or two, and you would say, yep, send him to flour mill, click another button. He'd start heading there. This is actually the train station, I believe. Or it could be the flour mill, I don't remember. But either way, I'm not going anywhere else. This is where I'm dropping stuff off. It looks like a train station. I don't think it actually says train station or flour mill anywhere other than the actual map. And now I'm talking like a PDF map or a JPEG. That's just an image you look at. But you come up here and you drive over this guy right here, just like we remember from the farm. And you press your Q button, and you can tell we're able to drive over it now because right under that wheat symbol on the lower right area, we've got that trailer tip symbol. See how it goes away? It's in that rounded square. There it is. We'll press Q to unload, and we're going to get money in the bank as you unload this. And there go the 3 people that live in this city. 2 just went that way, and 1's going up the hill. So let's turn around, and head on back. Now, you can see that our combine definitely is filled. He's probably been filled for several minutes waiting for us. He's just sitting there, probably having a smoke break, because he knows we're still paying him like $1 a minute or $1 a second. So he's just laughing all the way to the bank, as they say. But he's not going to worry about it. And I'm not going to worry about it, because really it's not that much. You can see our money at 21,275 coming down. And I am going to drive on the roads. A lot of times I will cut across fields, but in this case I'm not going to. This is the store. This is where you actually buy the new equipment. But I use a trick, and if people don't like me using the little cheap trick that I use, I won't use it. It's not really that big of a deal on this map, because that's where you buy the items right there. And this is our farm right here. But you have this ability, if you go into your menu, to click a couple buttons and you have all of your vehicles teleported, transported, immediately delivered. Let's not say teleport. Let's call it delivered. And they'll like end up like right here where all the vehicles were when we first started. And you don't even have to go pick it up. You know what? I don't think I'll do that when I buy new stuff, because it's always cool test driving a little bit. So let's go quickly pick up that, empty the combine. The seeder's doing pretty well. If people are going to scream at me for driving across this, then I'll have to figure that out later. If it genuinely upsets people, yeah, I don't know. I'll worry about that if it does. But I guess we can start this guy back up on his job. We've given enough of enough headroom for the combine there to continue on with this guy, so we'll just let the cultivator go on and start cutting up the field again, because that seeder's actually catching up to him. Well, no, he's not really. Very slowly. It takes a long time, as you can tell. Usually that Amazon, whatever it was, that big seeder that will do both these guys' jobs in one shot, it's usually one of the first things I buy, other than maybe a trailer, maybe a bigger trailer. But even then, a lot of times it's the first one, because my theory is the faster you can tear up that field, that is cultivation, and at the same time with that unit plant the seeds, the faster you can fertilize it, and then enable the quick time if you don't want to wait for it or whatever, which I don't think anybody really wants to wait for the seeds to grow, because it's the grain version of watching grass grow, literally. So we'll speed up the time, watch the map. I'll show you how I do it. A lot of people probably work that way. So yeah, he's going, that's going. We're going with this. We could do another cash in. So we cashed in that grain. We had what, 16, 18 grand, and we only went up to 21. So that's kind of a long... That's a pretty long haul. We're going to have to do this several times before we're going to have 155 grand. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to invest in a bigger hopper. Or, sorry, a bigger trailer. So that we can unload what's in our silos and get them off to the markets faster. Those are all way too big. As much as I'd love those are all way too big. Not to mention the fact that I can't afford it. I didn't really want to go that small. What we're using right now is 5,700 liters. I'm kind of liking that one. 38, that's 38,000, 29,000. Well, we don't have 29 grand anyways, so what we might have to do... Where is he? He's at 82% again, so let's empty out his hopper. Empty out the combine, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go and take it right to the wheat guy, the wheat silo again. We'll fill it to the max. He'll stop here beside me when he hits the end, because he knows, where's he going to go? I'm completely blocking him up. He's going to fill us up to what, like 23% or something? Or is it 24%? There you go. He's going to start Oh, no, he doesn't. Good. Some of the combines are really... They're kind of dicks. They, the second that they finish emptying into the trailer, they're like, all right, go, move. And they'll knock your trailer. They'll start to turn and give it gas. And they'll actually start, like, push your trailer out of the way. And I've had times where then they get locked up on my trailer, and then they're all freaking out because they're still trying to give it gas, and then they get locked up even more, and then eventually I have to stop the worker and untangle our trucks, our tractors, our trailers, our it's ridiculous. That's only the bigger guys. I don't know, maybe they're driving the big equipment, they get all moody or something, they get full of themselves, I don't know. Like, I'm important, I'm driving this, like, $400,000 combine. Get out of my way. Maybe. Let's do another quick run to the train station. In the beginning, in this game, for anybody that is new, it's pretty slow running with the money before you're going to get a bunch. I don't remember, did we put it on easy or normal? You know what? I remember now why we don't have very much money. It's because we only have a $100,000 loan. If we put it on normal, if I put it on normal when I started, there's definitely a lot less money that you start off with, so that'll do it as well. But we actually have the ability right now to take out another $100,000 on our $100,000 and make it a $200,000 loan. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And I'm pretty sure that's what I did on my other save file. So I'll do that as soon as I empty this. So with that 200 grand that we'll have, roughly, I would say I'll keep maybe well, we'll spend as little as we have to, but I'll probably keep a float of 20,000, 10 to 20,000. Right now, it's not going to cost a lot. But if we buy, I'm going to drop 155,000 into that crazy cultivator seeder. So that'll be 155 gone of the 200 grand. And then, yes, some people might be thinking, well, this tractor, you don't have a tractor to haul something that big. Yes, we completely do. When I was praising these brewers, or whatever they're called, brewers, they are awesome. They will haul that big-ass cedar cultivator without any issue whatsoever. They might not be able to do, 40 miles an hour with it, or up a hill, but for our purposes of the fields that we'll be on right now anyways, until we get into some of the fields that are hilly, that's way down the line. Right now, these little tractors, these green and yellow tractors, they'll do everything we need for a long time. It's not saying I won't buy a new tractor. It's just they'll do what we need for a while. Yeah, so apparently I've been recording for an hour and 17 minutes. It's kind of crazy to me. Did not feel like an hour and 17 minutes so far. Mind you, like I said, I'm going to be cutting this up, so some people might be like, an hour and 17? What are you talking about, dude? I've only been watching this video for like 4 minutes. In the future, I'll probably just do like 20-minute videos or half-an-hour videos and then cut it there. Because I guess we can... Yeah, it would just make more sense to do that, I guess. Probably should have done that this time. But I'm not going to go back and redo an hour and a half of footage. Well, an hour and 20 minutes anyways. So we're going to grab this guy, empty it out, and while he's doing that, let's get this gone. Press insert, and let's just borrow 200 grand. Or another 100 grand to make it 200 grand. So, okay, we have 123 grand in the bank. That sucks. We still don't have enough for the trailer we wanted. Or for the big guy. But we don't have enough for this guy. We can wait and we can do a couple more runs, but that's actually going to be a lot more runs. Or I can just buy a bigger hopper and empty out what we have. Barley, canola, corn, potato, and sugar beet. That's not really that much. Even if I emptied out those 88,000 and change liters of crop for all of those, I don't know if it's going to give us too much more than 150. What to do? Well, Not really sure what the quickest way is. It might be to buy the hopper. We could sell the, or not the hopper, the trailer. I keep calling it hopper. We could sell this trailer. I don't think we're going to get very much for it, though. We also need a plow. Or not a plow, we need a fertilizer. Let's buy a fertilizer. Now, I, for the longest time, was a big fan of sprayers. And I still am. But here's something that's really crazy. If we buy this sprayer, it costs $48,000. And it has a 40-meter spread. You have to fill it, just like you'd have to fill a pellet fertilizer. But instead of pellets, this is liquid fertilizer. The difference between liquid fertilizer and pellet fertilizer, other than the obvious, you know, physical form of one being liquid, one being solids, is like nothing. It does nothing different in game. It grows, it benefits your crops the exact same way. And here's the thing with fertilizers, for anybody that doesn't know. We cultivated that field, we're sowing the field. If we just let it go and we didn't fertilize it, our crops would still grow, but we would only get 50% of the possibility in terms of crop. Basically, the 50% of the volume is what we would actually harvest in the end. So if that whole field, like this needs to really be explained, but if that whole field gave us, I don't know, 200,000 liters, without fertilization, it would only give us 100,000. Some people look at it as in like, okay, the whole field gives you 100,000, so for fertilizing it, you get a bonus of another 100%. To me, you're just gimping yourself if you don't fertilize. Let's do a quick roundabout and pick up, empty that hopper again. Man, does he fill that thing up fast. It's just so small, like I was saying before. It's just so small. It fills up so... Look at it. It's like a percentage a second. Man, that's what's really nice about the bigger ones. We'll empty that out, and then we're going to... I think we're going to start doing some regular runs and cashing in a lot of the other crop there. So I think I'm actually going to... I'm going to tie up this one. This video. We'll head back to the farm, to the silos. We'll empty this guy out, and what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to stop the video. I'll chop it up. I'll probably put this in multiple parts. So by the time you watch me actually saying this, it might be on video like 10 or something. I don't know. I don't know how much, what time I'm chopping up the videos. I don't know. It might be like video 5. Just ignore it at that case if you see that. But, yeah, I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to end right here, and when I pick back up again on video 11 or 7 or whatever the next video is after this, we're going to empty those silos right there. We'll take them into town, market, whatever, to these places that we go to, you know, the restaurant, train station, warehouse, or diner, or flour mill. Like I said, the only place I ever really go is the flour mill and the train station. I've never found anywhere else to give decent prices, and that's for any type of crop. In terms of the like grain crops, and then the potatoes and corn, and well, I guess corn's a grain crop, but the potatoes and sugar beets, you know what I mean. The silage and all that, if you know what that is, of course that's a different thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here. And yeah, let me know what you think. Like I said, you know, have a heart, be kind. This is my first Let's Play. By the time you're watching this, it's probably so far down in the video list, you're like, what? Wow, I should have said this at the end of the first one. In hindsight, yeah, I'll continue to do that, like 20-minute videos from here on out. Any comments or suggestions, positive criticism, realistic criticism, please let me know. But if you're going to be a dick, I'm just going to ignore you. I probably won't delete... Well, I might delete your comment. I don't know. It depends how I feel when I read it. But, I'm not easily trolled. Let me put it that way. So there's no... Don't waste your time if that's what you're... You know, that's what you're going for. Anyways, hope you like. Plan on doing a lot more. And, yeah, first Let's Play. So I'm sure this didn't go all that smooth. But what can you do? I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.